terrorist and the potato.
Hi folks, TARMAC Terrorist here. This is not going to be one of my usual videos. This is going to be kind of a bug report. I love Rfactor 2, you all know that, and I love the cars and I buy all the stuff for it. So there's stuff that I've bought which there's problems with it, doesn't kind of work. Every sim and game has got bugs, but there's a couple here that have been around for a long time. And I've bought the cars, so I'd like to be able to use them properly. So I thought I'd make a bug report. There's a problem with the Radicals sound. Both of the Radical SR3s, the old one, which has been out years now, the SR3 RSX, and the new one that I bought, the SR3 XX, happens with both of them, all tracks. Basically, as soon as it starts raining, you lose your tyre sounds, like someone switched off. The tyre sounds don't change to a rainy sound. It's like someone's just switched them off. And the moment it stops raining, even if the track's wet, they come back on again. So I'm going to show you that in this video, exactly how it works. It's going to be quite short. I don't have a lot of time because I'm very busy now. I'm back at work, and I'm Mr. Happy. I've got my Mr. Happy t-shirt on, but I'm also Mr. Tired. Happy to have work back, but I'm doing a lot at the moment, so I don't have so much time to make videos. Sorry about that, guys. The other thing is the BMW CS Cup. Not such a problem with the car itself. It did have problems when it came out with bounciness. Studio 297 kind of sorted that out, but there's still a pretty big problem with the AI. Out of all of the AI cars, the AI for this car is so slow. And even at 120% as high as you can go, and they have a problem with rolling over. The AI will hit a bump or curve and the car will flip up. Some cars, you might expect to flip up a bit and then come down, but these ones, they'll go up and then they'll do this weird thing where they'll stay like that for a while and then goes on to they just defy physics a little bit when the tire gets near the sidewall. Anyway, hopefully these two clips here will help you see what I mean. So this is my bug report, and subscribe if you like what I'm doing, please, and I'll see you all as soon as I've got a more interesting video to give you, but at the moment I'm busy because I'm back working a pretty physical job where I have to push heavy 1-ton wooden boats up and down a river all day. These are the boats, and so I'm sort of leaving the house at something at 8:30 in the morning and getting in at 10:30 at night, and then there's music and stuff. Anyway, I'm waffling. I'm good at that. Here's the bug report. So here we are at Silverstone National, the new updated version of Silverstone. We are in one of the Radical SR3s. This is the one that you get for free with the game. This car's been out for years now. The problem with this car is that it loses all tyre sounds as soon as it starts raining. So to show you that very quickly, what I've done is I've set up a 2-lap race, as you can see where my cursor's hovering there, and the weather is set to sunshine and dryness for pretty much what should be the most of the first lap. Then it's going to start raining around the second lap, and I've got 100% rain going on there, and then we're going to have dryness again. And what's going to happen is you're going to hear the tyre sounds. I'm going to lock the tyres and spin them up so you can hear all the tyre sounds whilst it's sunny. The moment it starts raining, and I mean when it's actually raining, not just that the track is wet, the moment it actually starts raining, the tyre sounds will disappear. And in real life, you do get different sounds from the tyres when you skid in the wet to how you do in the dry, but you still get a sound, usually. But there's nothing. And this is only when it's raining, so that's the reason I put the dry spell at the end there, because as soon as it stops raining, even though the track's still wet, the tyre sounds magically come back. And I'll have down in this corner here, the bottom right, I will have the HUD, the LCD display up to show you, so you can see when it's raining and when it's not. So let's have a go. Let's see what happens. Okay, so here we are. Let's get our display up so you can see 0% rain anywhere. Let's do a donut off the line to hear those tyre sounds. There you go. Plenty of tyre sounds going on there as we spin up the wheels. So we're going to come around Corpse Corner here. and we're hitting a decent speed, so let's slam on the brakes and listen to those tyres. There you go, full on lock up, and you heard the tyres squealing there. And now my steering wheel's going to brake like crazy because I've just flat spotted the hell out of the tyres. And it has started raining. It has just started raining, and as you can see the rain there. As you can hear, I'm spinning around, I'm spinning up the tyres. No tyre sounds whatsoever. They have magically disappeared. Let's lock them up. Nothing. You can see that, there we go. The rain's just gone down to 0, and you just, here they are, they're back again. So there you go. The track's now wet, but it's stopped raining, so we have tyre sounds. So there you go, that happens with the old Radical, which has been out for absolutely ages, and it happens with the new one that I, and if you've got it yourself, have paid for. As always with most of the Rfactor cars, I hope they get this issue sorted out, because there's 3 bits of feedback I get from the car to drive it with. I've got my visuals, I've got my force feedback, and I've got my sound. So I'm losing a third of my feedback if I'm driving this thing in the rain. So yeah, I hope we can get that sorted. All right, here we are at Imola, the 88 layout, with the BMW CS Cup, to have a look at some of the issues with this car. Now, when this car came out, it did have some issues with bounciness. The Studio 397 sorted that out. The issues we're going to look at is with the AI with this car. The car's okay now, but the AI is a bit of a problem. Now, I've got the AI set to 120, which is high as you can go. And with this car, with most other cars, I'll be somewhere around 100. Up to 104, maybe 106 with some of them, which is kind of my pace, certainly with the GT3s. With this car, I'm at 120, and you're going to see what I mean. So let's start racing. There we go. I've deliberately put myself in first, just to see how quickly I get overtaken, challenged, whatever. No challenge whatsoever off the line. I've also noticed with the AI with this car, they are as consistent as trying to deal with alcoholism and bipolar personality disorder, and I don't know, all at the same time. It's they're great at one place, they're not at another. Mostly they're just slow. However, the new Lock Drummond track is the only track I've found that they are any good at. You know, they can really give me a challenge there. The AI seems to behave completely different there to any other track. I have just tried them at the updated Nuremberg, and if you saw in the mirrors there's a bloody good example of another problem that the AI have. They hit a curb in these cars and they just completely flip over. You know, they go up on, even if they go up on 2 wheels, as you know, which would be expected sometimes, they'll get up, something weird happens to the sidewall, and they'll stay on 2 wheels for ages, and then they'll just sort of magically flip over when you should expect them to be coming down again. You know, you don't need to be a master of physics. There you go, in the mirrors there once again, and I'm at 120% here. Look, and I'm just leaving them for dust. And I'm not even trying. You know, I'm driving with one hand, just having a bit of a leisurely time. You know, not really, you know, driving all that well at all. And I'm just, you know, I'm getting nothing here. So I love these cars, as I do most of the cars in RF2, and I've paid for this car, and I'd like to be able to race it offline, because let's face it, at the moment there's not a lot going online unless you're in a league. I can't be in leagues, I haven't got the time. I'm back at work now, My days are very busy. I'm getting up at you know 8 o'clock in the morning to start traveling and be working, and I'm getting back in, or I'm getting home at 10:30 at night. And I've got that to do, pretty much 5 days a week. I've got an event to run on weekends, so I don't have time to muck about with leagues. I wish I could say that I did, but for the moment, AI is going to be the best race I can get, apart from occasionally on my server or on some of my friends' servers. So I want to be able to race this car with decent AI, but look, I'm still in first position. I'm not trying. This one's behind me. It's caught up to me a bit now, and that's about it. So yeah, can we get this sorted? I want this to be sorted, for me and everyone who enjoys these cars. I'm gonna just park the car up here, and let's go and have a look at our man in first place. Maybe let's put our car under AI control, and let's see if we can go to whoever's in first. Right, looks like this guy. Okay, let's have our TV view. And this should help exemplify another one of the problems. Let's speed up this race, because there's a certain corner which is good for exemplifying this. And it's at the top of this hill. So we'll wait till he gets there. And we'll hold the camera so we can have a look at what goes on at this corner here. Let's see if it's gonna happen. Here they come. There they go. There we go. There we go. There's that. Now that's just... that happens at Nuremberg and other tracks as well. This is just a good corner to show it. And you do see some really weird things. I've got another example somewhere here I might pop in. So that's the problems with the BMW CS Cup. So that's the bug report on that.